we're going to be talking tonight about why silver.
Why silver?
It's essential to know as a silver pro why you're stacking silver. I think a lot of people want precious metals in general because they see the value of our currency collapsing.
Hmm.
And that's, a big concern. So the value of your silver stays the same as the dollar declines. Some people say it's really not the price of silver going up and down, it's the value of the dollar going up and down.
The reality is the dollar was created by man. It is flawed. It
Mm,
it can be hyperinflated. It could go away,
mm.
right? But gold and silver, they were not created by man. That's an element that exists here on this earth, right?
Well said.
And so, what's the better money? I'm taking God's money every day over man's money.
Money is gold and silver.
Hmm.
The currency, paper currency, really is sort of like a receipt against the real money that's backing it. And unfortunately, our Federal Reserve notes aren't backed by anything but the full faith and credit of the U.S. government
Right. And the military.
and the
But
military. Yes.
in the Bible, actually, the
Mm,
word money is interchangeable a lot of times with gold and silver
amen to that.
because that is what money was and
True.
still is today.
True.
I think it would probably be helpful if we share the reasons that we stack.
Hmm.
And I'm really curious about you, Yankee, because I think you're kind of unique in the community. Would you be able to talk about that?
Absolutely. The reason I primarily, not exclusively, but primarily stack silver is as a barter currency. I remember my local coin shop dealer, Tim, saying that gold is the barter between nations and silver is the barter between people. And I can see that, and I can see the potential for barter in a black or gray market, being used once again for goods and services. Now, I don't want to ever have to barter for goods and services with anything, whether it be supplies, food, ammo, coffee, you name it. I don't want to see a barter economy, but it's insurance. What if we do need to barter? I want to have some silver, and I've actually tested it out, tried it out. I'm going to be doing more on my channel to see just how effective that could be. And I know in the area I live in, New Hampshire, there are barter communities already here. So that's a big reason why. How about you, SD?
Silver is one of the best ways to actually save. And I've talked about sort of, why that's the case before. And I'll briefly just mention my issue was that when I tried to save money as far as saving in fiat dollars, I would put in my savings account and I pushed two buttons on my phone and it would pop over to the checking and then it was gone. So every single time I tried to save money, I was unsuccessful. I literally could not do it. And then when I started buying silver, everything was different because I didn't want to get rid of my money. I didn't want to get rid of my wealth. I wanted to hold on to it. And there's a barrier in place when you buy silver, when you buy gold. Can you go out and spend it sometimes? Can you go out and barter with it sometimes? But typically, in the world we live in now, if you want to spend your silver, you got to take it down to a coin shop or sell it to an online dealer and exchange it for cash and then spend it. So because there's that barrier in place, I don't want to do it. I just want to hold on to it. And over the years, I've been able to amass so much more of a savings than I ever thought I could
Hmm.
by purchasing physical metals. So I think it is one of the absolute best savings accounts. And as you mentioned, Yankee, it's great insurance as well.
Mhm.
It's great to have. If I ever need it for barter, any of these other things, I have it, right? So that's typically, well, I'd say that's primarily why I've been stacking all of these years.
That's a great reason to stack silver. I think the word that comes to mind for me is discipline.
Mm,
Some people, for whatever reason, may struggle with that or may have a spouse that struggles with that. I'm not trying to, step on toes here, but having, silver, it is liquid. It's very liquid, but it still takes a bit to actually convert back to fiat currency and to spend. So it can help with discipline. with your
Mhm.
budget, with your finances. So
It absolutely can.
there's one in here that I actually don't stack silver for, and that is wealth building investment. I don't primarily see precious metals, silver included, as a way to build your wealth.
Now
It,
that could
yeah.
be possible. And some people, especially when they trade metals, they
Mm,
could look at it as wealth building. But I kind of agree with you. It's more of wealth preservation. That's what I like to say.
mhm.
It's not really building your wealth. I mean, you could save more and grow it over time, but it's more about wealth preservation. No matter what happens, if the dollar fails, you have to move to another country. Silver's money everywhere in the world, right?
That's right.
So you're preserving your wealth when you put it into silver or gold. So yeah, I don't really see it as an investment either.
But a hedge, yeah. Barter, certainly. Savings, great. There's probably a whole bunch of other reasons. Even things like it's beautiful, right? It's
True.
fun. How many people stack silver because they love to hold it, they love to look at it, and it's a blast to stack?
Trying to get
I
my camera to work here, but oh, there we go. Start to
Yes.
focus. I just picked this up from SD
Nice.
Bullion. This is the half ounce dragon.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous. I love the look of silver. I love the feel of it. It's heavy,
Mm.
feels nice in the hand. It's there's something about it. It's something special. It's shiny too, It's incredible.
Yep. Once you stack it, it can get addictive, right?
And it's not necessarily a bad thing to be addicted to saving. That's a
No.
rare thing
Or,
these days.
or protecting yourself.
Over the years that we've done Silver Pros, we've seen so many people talk about how their other addictions have gone away because they became addicted to silver. Smoking, drinking, gambling.
Mm.
They didn't want to do those things because they wanted to stack more. So it's actually a really healthy, really positive thing, I think, for a lot of people.
Geopolitical risk. Um, my heart, my thoughts and prayers go out to Israel. Gold primarily, but also silver can help protect against a lot of risk, whether it be geopolitical, natural disaster, civil unrest, and silver and gold especially can help in that regard as well. It's another reason to stack.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's so many reasons and it's been fun. I can't believe we did it again. We'll be doing it again next year, so check us out. We do half on Yankee stacking, half on my channel Silver Dragons. It's been a blast. I'm excited for next year.
Yes, season 6 coming up on Silver Pros. You don't want to miss it. Thanks so much, and as always,
Stack like a pro.